Hello, I am Dr. Jerald Feinstein, one of the Planet Startup founders, and here to introduce a collection of scintillating stories, breathtaking adventures, and almost unimaginable exploits of some amazing Planet Startup people. Planet Startup Stories are a powerful series of interviews with many Planet Startup people who are making things happen in the United States and around the world. These incredible servants to humanity share their exciting stories about the important things they are doing to make a difference in the world. Their many stunning accomplishments, unbelievable contributions, and their stunning vision for your future they are actually creating. What we do is to tweak the future in ways that can make profound differences. I hope you enjoy their stories. But first, let me share with you something about Planet Startup. We are an all-volunteer, nonprofit public charity. 100% volunteer means that no one gets a salary, so we can maximize donations and contributions directly to our served communities. We are registered with the U.S. government, IRS, as a 501c3 public charity in order to accept donations. We built an international NGO organized to mentor and coach unemployed adults to set up and run their own businesses, as well as connecting them with investors, finance, venture capitalists, marketing resources, and partners to help them to succeed. By igniting their entrepreneurial spirit to leverage the value of free market economics and investment, we offer training and support to start their company, and then we stay with them to help them grow. We don't go anywhere. We stay with them. Our served populations include unemployed young adults residing in the United States, as well as in developing, remote, or marginalized areas around the world. Indigenous people, unemployed veterans, recovering drug users, gang members, the handicapped, and residents at centers for abused women. You and I know, and we all know this, that quality job creation is falling rapidly in all nations, and well-qualified graduates just cannot seem to find jobs. You know that. The result is a growing political unrest around the world. Rising crime, human trafficking, drug addiction, forced marriages, unwanted pregnancies, rape, and terrorism. We see it in the news all the time. We know the real challenge here is that governments are not recognizing the underlying causes or are powerless to fix the problem. We believe their reliance on entrepreneurism, the free market, and accessing those markets through technology can reverse the trend by rapidly creating quality jobs. We also believe that talent and initiative are distributed equally over the planet. However, opportunity, technology, medical care, and training, as well as access to capital and markets, are not. And we are helping to fix that through our wealth building programs. We want you to be part of that. Now, a little bit about how we got started, our history, which is very interesting, is that Planet Startup originated at Harvard and the George Washington University. Our special program employs the Harvard CASE method developed at the Harvard Business School to drive success. That method is different from those used in many schools around the world. It requires students to actually learn by doing, by translating theory into practical applications. They have to be able to demonstrate that. It is teaching how to create products and services that are in demand, that someone will pay you for, and where there are many high-paying jobs. It's so simple. I mean, how can somebody miss this? The focus is on valuable skills important in the job market where there's a huge demand to fill high-paying jobs. That is what graduates learn before earning the Planet Startup Entrepreneurial Academy certificate. Participants learn in class by setting up their own company, and we help them do it. They are never alone. In the United States, we demonstrate success by students generating income from their business before the end of the program. The format is 3 or 4 months, 1 day a week. Each student or a group of students develops a business plan, a pitch deck for briefing their idea, a web portal and crowdfunding site, learns how to engage in exciting presentations, and sets up a merchant credit card account, and so much more. That's just the start. Then they do a high engagement pitch to potential investors and partners. In our first class, investors and partners from several venture capital firms eagerly participated to listen to presentations, and they agreed to invest or partner if they saw anything of interest, and I'll tell you, invest they did. That momentous event was covered widely by the news media. At the program's completion, we have a graduation ceremony for the students, friends, and relatives to commemorate that special event. We have guest speakers, we award individually signed and embossed certificates, the media attends, and a Planet Startup Dean participates in the graduation either in person or via Zoom or Skype. Now, we all know around the world, each country and region is different cultures, different people, different ways. But in all of them, we find we get the best results where partnerships are established in advance with local politicians, businesses, chambers of commerce, banks, potential customers, technology partners, and microfinance organizations. We can connect our graduates with partners, microfinance sources, and others around the world, depending on the business. Now, something to remember, Planet Startup predated, we started before Shark Tank. You all know that show. In many ways, it was similar to what we do as our participants present their ideas to venture capitalists and potential partners with interaction between entrepreneurial teams and venture capitalists. Now, that's how we got started. And it's all history that Planet Startup spread rapidly around the world. Now, what we're doing now, we're continuing to grow. We are collaborating with universities and organizations across Africa, the United States, Brazil, and elsewhere to help create wealth in areas that need it. And we are always open to discussion, so give us a call if you want to join the adventure. Now, Planet Startup now, and again, we keep growing, operates, last I looked, I think in 21 nations, rapidly growing, and then in more programs within each nation. And we are forging international partnerships, influencing investment, planning international conferences, and university partnerships. We link investors with high profile and high profit social entrepreneurship opportunities. We have programs with the South Florida schools, as one example, as well as local businesses, while working with the various chambers of commerce around the world. In summary, what we like to do, we try to light a fire in each individual designed to spread to others, where each graduate becomes a powerful job creation engine, and will teach others to do the same. We do this by instilling an entrepreneurial mindset to leverage free market economics initiative, the internet, and technology to access world markets no matter where you are. People who are busy working, making money, and spending it have little time for mischief. Thus, this massive job creation tends to reduce violent crime, poverty, rape, forced marriages, unwanted pregnancies, political instability, terrorism, and drug addiction. It works. Right now, today, we are experiencing one of the biggest changes in the history of our planet. It's so exciting. The internet has changed the way we work and play, and it is the highway to fabulous riches as a means to expand the economy significantly and rapidly inject hard currencies into impoverished areas, typically within the less developed interiors of nations. As I said before, in many nations, the rapid increase in jobs our graduates help to create reduced violent crime and political instability, as young adults who are making a lot of money, spending time shopping, have neither the time nor the incentive to get into trouble. Now, that's just common sense, and that's what happens. In summary, I want to share with you what we do is mentor people to help them build their own businesses, to earn money to become independent and care for their families. A number of our graduates around the world are doing very well, building large companies and then helping others to do the same. In this way, we are building people in a way who become job-creating engines who help others to do the same. Kind of like chain reaction of job creation. They're the new heroes of their nation, their villages, and most importantly to their families. They create real prosperity zones all around them by attracting finance to help others and then to help market their products as even more money flows into their prosperity zones. Our goals for our graduates are wealth and independence, being able to afford ample food, shelter, medication, and some extras to enjoy life and give to charity. A big thank you to our many mentors, donors, and finance people around the world who make up the Planet Startup family. When asked, any one of us, when we're asked, who is Planet Startup? The answer is always, we are all Planet Startup. Remember that. If you want to share in the adventure, you may donate or volunteer and so get involved. Visit us at planetstartup.org and be sure to subscribe to our podcast to hear about the late-breaking news, adventures, and exploits from our amazing people. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, my friends, and enjoy the stories.